Okay, and let's speak about be no do. What is that be no do? We call it as BKD. Be no do. Be means how you want to be, how the leaders should be, and know what are all the leaders should know, and do what are all the leaders should do. This we call it as be no do. So let's discuss about be. Be a professional. So a leader should be a professional. For example, be loyal to the organization, perform selfless service, and take personal responsibility. So, a leader should be professional, and the leader should be loyal, and the leader should perform selfless service and take personal responsibility. Here, what is the question is, why the leader want to be professional, why the leader want to be loyal, and why the leader want to be perform selfless service, and why the leader want to take personal responsibility. So first thing, why the leader want to be loyal? That means, so the leader is a one which that is a person who is followed by many people. So it's a bitter truth. If a leader is if a leader is loyal to an organization, automatically his followers will be loyal to the organization. If the leader is not loyal to the organization, that is if he is taking some advantages or if he is taking some points to be to not to be loyal, then his team members will automatically will take that same point to be not loyal to the organization. So what happened? Of course, the leader may think that I'm a single person. If I'm not loyal, how it's gonna be affecting the organization? But you should accept that leader is not a single person. Leader is a person who is a collection of individuals. So he is a collection of individuals. He is not a single person. In that point, if leader is not loyal, so the same 100 individuals are not loyal, so that automatically if 100 people are not loyal to the organization, it affects the growth of the organization. And if the leader performs selfless service, so the leader should perform selfless service. That means he will not work for his own benefits. He will not work for his own development. He will not work for his self development, or he should not work for his family development. So he should work for the organization as well as he should work for the team people who are with them. So a leader should be selfless at that point, and the leader should take personal responsibility. Personal responsibility means sometimes you are given a great task and you are supposed to stay in an office for extra 2 to 3 hours. Of course you have some responsibilities at home as well, and you are so tired or you want to go back to home and you are very strict in your working time, so you stick to the rule that you should work only 8 hours per day. But this is an employee, this is a normal employee, because he is not taking the job as his personal responsibility. He is not taking the growth of an organization as his personal responsibility. He is not taking the well-being of the staff members or the employees as their personal responsibility. So if they are not taking them as the personal responsibility, then they will not stay at the office for the extra hours. So that automatically affects the health of an organization. Or if a leader takes the profit or takes the growth of an organization as his personal responsibility, so of course he would put some more efforts, and he would do some works out of the company scope to accomplish the task, or he would do some creative works, or he would bring some tools from other places into the organization that really helps the people to work more and to perform more. So that are the things that are result of the taking the work as a personal responsibility. So that automatically improves the health of an organization. So for that reasons, the leader should be professional, the leader should be loyal, and also the leader should be perform selfless service, and at the same time the leader should take the job as his personal responsibility and be a professional who possesses good character traits. Of course, to be a professional, he should possess some good character traits. For example, so leader is a person, he is leading a group of 10 people in an organization. He finds one among the 10 has so much of disabilities. The person is not that much equipped with the skill, so he is struggling a lot to perform a task in a particular kind of time, or sometimes he is struggling a lot to speak in English, or he is struggling a lot to write something, or he is struggling a lot to express something what he knows. So what the leader can do in that situation? So, if he is a leader, he should put some more attention on that person, and he should put some more effort on the person's ability, and he should put some more effort on the person's personal growth. So that makes them as a good leader. Just simply commanding them and torturing them, or simply continuously monitoring them or asking them whether he has completed the work, whether he has completed the work, that will not form a good leadership. So if the leader come to know about that kind of person, the leader should go and speak with the person, and he should take some way to remove the inabilities from the person. That's a good character, or that's a good trait of a leader. And also the honesty. So if the leader is very honest, that means if he follows a very transparency in revealing the communications, or if the leader is very eager in accepting the feedbacks from the team, or if the leader is giving importance to exposing the skill of all the people. Some leader do like this. What the thing is, if two or three persons are performing good in his team, they will always focus on those two or three persons, and they will always make that person to work more. He will reward that two persons always, and he will encourage that two persons always, because he feels that with that two person we can easily achieve the task. The remaining 8 persons are not important in a team of 10 members. He feels that, so he is easily achieving the task with the 2 members. No, not like that. So that's not a good trait of a leader. So he or she should encourage all the 10 members in the same way. He or she should extract the skill from all the 10 members. So all the 10 members, if he give the equal importance, and if he give equal recognition, that forms a good trait of a leader. And also there are so much of traits like competence. So a sense of competency and candor, a commitment, the integrity, it is integrating all the skills, and courage when he is bold to speak anything in front of the people, and straightforwardness, he is always speaking straightforward, he will not speak at the back of the head, and imagination. So all these traits also helps the person to possess to be a good leader, and also that these kind of traits will help them to to have a very strong hold seat in an organization. So this is what all the things we want to know in the B. So be a professional, like be loyal, perform selfless service and everything, and also possess some good traits, so that helps you, that helps the follower to reach you or to like you. That is B. And what is no? There are so much of things we want to know in the upcoming world. So since you are so energetic, you can easily perform it. So what are all the things we can do? Next thing is, what are all the things we can know? So while you are performing know, what you do is, and as like the same point what we have discussed before, okay, the person the person should know what he knows. He should know himself, or she should know herself. So knowing is the very basic factor, as well as know the four factors of leadership. What are all the four factors? Follower, leader, communication, and situation. So these are all the four factors of leadership that a person must know. And also, by knowing yourself or by doing the examination, so you can do like this. Yes, so this is the thing we know. Okay. Okay. We came to know about be, know, and do. What is the next thing? How to know better. What are all the things we should know? First of all, we should know the human nature. What is the human nature? Human needs, emotions, and how people respond to stress. Okay, so before going to the next one, I want all of you to fill this form. So, do a self study on yourself. So, what is your be? How could you be, and what could you be? And also write what you know. What do you know about yourself? And also know better. What is the best thing you have within yourself? So I'm going to give you live 5 minutes. Within that 5 minutes, fill all the things so that we can proceed with the next thing. Yes, coming back. Know better. How to know better? How to know better? எப்படி நம்ம நல்லா தெரிஞ்சுக்கலாம்? How to know better? So know human nature. So not only you should know the person's value, the person's skill, the person's attribute, as well as you should know the person's human need, the human emotions, as well as how people respond to the stress, as well as know your job. You should know a good name of that is you should have a good idea about your job. Example, be proficient in your job and be able to train others and be punctual and help people to work. That is know your job. Know your organization. What is your organization? What is your organization goal? And what is the thing that makes, what is the basic ethic for your organization? What is the vision and mission of your organization? Knowing all these things will help you to be a good leader. And do provide direction, direct people, help people to set their goals, help people to solve their problems, help people in making some decisions. So that is giving direction. You see, when you become a leader, you see so much of people struggling in these kind of things. So you can help the people to set their goal, you can help the people to solve problem, and you can help the people in decision making. And also do implement, not only planning, not only organizing. Implementing is a very good skill. Implementing means just not starting. Implementing means it is finishing with a good name, that we call it as implementing. So that happens with communicating, coordinating, and supervising, as well as do motivate. So develop the moral support and develop that e-spirit corps. E-spirit means develop a good spirit in the organization. Train the people, coach the people, and counsel the people. These are all the responsibilities of a leader. You should know the human nature, that is, you should understand the human beings' emotions, characters, and everything. You should know your job, what is your role, and what is your limit, and how, what is the hierarchy, everything. And you should know your organization, know the vision, know the mission, and everything. And do provide direction, direct the people in their goal setting, problem solving, decision making, and everything. And also implement, starting a task and finishing the task in a very best way, that is called implement. To implement and motivate the people, develop a moral support, and develop a good spirit in an organization. And what are all the goals, values, and concepts? So the goal of a leader is to perform a standard performance. So not a simple performance. Always maintain a very good standard in your performance. That is your goal. What is your value? The value is the one how you are establishing the organizations. The values of the organization is the value of the leader. And the business and people concept they establish. What is the business and people? What is the concept means? What is the business they are doing? And what are all the people they are holding? That we call it as the value of an organization. So goal is to maintain the standard. The value is the value of the organization, and the people and the, that is the people who are working in the organization, and the business you are erecting. That is the establishment of your business. And so there are some successful organizations in that they see some leaders who have a good standard in goal, and across the entire spectrum, not only in one event, across all the activities, across all the goals and tasks, they are performing good. Such as they are a good strategic planner, and they lead a good leader in the marketing, and they plan well, and they organize the meetings in a very best way, and they do good presentations, and they are so much productive, and they have a good quality, and they have reliability. All these things forms, that is, the leader who possesses these kind of traits will create a successful organization. And also various reflect concerned organization has for its employees, customers, investors, vendors, and surrounding community. So these are all the values that need to be defined. What is the value of the thing? For the employee satisfaction, and the customer relationship, and who are all the investors and what is their attitude, and maintaining the good communication with the vendor, and maintaining the good that is communication with the surrounding community. These are all the values that the business can be in a very great way. And the concept, what are the concept means? The concept which defines what products or services the organizer will offer, and the methods and process for conducting a business. So the concept, in the sense, what the thing is, what is the concept you are using for marketing, and what is the concept you are using for the sales, and what is the concept you are doing, that is you are following, advertising your products, everything that we call it as the concepts. So these concepts will define what is the product and service and how your organization will go on. So these are all the things. The goals means maintaining the standard in all the spectrum, and maintaining the leadership plans and everything. And the concepts means, so that is the values means valuing the customers, valuing the employers, valuing the vendors and everything. And concepts means the concept which defines the business. And what are all the roles and relationships of a leader? The roles or the positions that are defined by set of expectations about behavior of any job equipment. How can we define this means? What is your position in an organization? That is, whether you are in an upper level, whether you are a leader of a lower level, so whatever may be. So based on your role, you should act. If you are a leader on an upper level, you should act accordingly. That means you should maintain your dignity, you should maintain your professionalism, everything. And each role has a set of tasks and responsibilities that may or may not be spelled out. So every role, even a security, if you are a leader of a security system, you also have a set of tasks, and you also have a great responsibilities. And some responsibilities are directly instructed to you, and some responsibilities are not directly instructed to you. In that way, you should capable of handling the responsibilities that are instructed, and you should capable of handling the responsibilities that are not instructed. And role have a very powerful effect on behavior, because you behave as per your role, and for several reasons, and to include money being paid for the performance of the role. And also there is a prestige attached to a role, and a sense of accomplishment or challenge also. So you should concentrate on the role in the organization, because the role has a very great effect, and it brings the very successful movement of the organization also. So be concentrate your role. And coming to the culture and climate, what is the culture and climate of an organization? So each organization has its own distinctive culture. That is, it's a combination of the founders, the past leadership, the current leadership, the crises, events, histories and science. Culture means the culture is framed by the founders of the organization. That is, the culture is framed by, that is, the person who is founding the organization, based on his attitude, based on his professional attires, based on his traits. The culture of the organization is defined. So you should understand the culture of an organization where you are working, and this results in rights, that is the routines, the rituals and the way to do the things. That is where the communication should persist, who should speak first, who is the highest authority, who is the lowest authority, who needs to be approved, who doesn't need for any approval, those things. And these rights impact the individual behavior on what it takes to be in good standing. So sometimes you are not able to follow the culture. That means you do not like the culture of an organization. So the culture of an organization affects the individual performance also. So the leader is the one who stands between the culture and the person. So a leader is the one who stands in between the culture and the people who are following the culture. A leader should follow the culture, and a leader should make the people to follow the culture. So even if the leader do not like the culture, he should follow the culture, and also he should make the people to follow the culture. So in that way, he directs the appropriate behavior for each circumstance. In each circumstance, he should direct the people how to behave, how to stand in the culture, how to behave in an organization, and how to work with the norms of the company. So all these are all the things that the leader has the responsibility in a culture. So the culture differs from different organization. Maybe the leader is a person who is from a different company. He has a past experience in different company. That means he has arised from a different culture. But at the same time, the leader should possess the same responsibility. The leader should possess the same dignity in the new defined culture in the new organization. So when it comes into the culture, we can take the tool as adaptability. So the adaptability skill will help you to follow the culture and norms of the organization. What is the climate? The climate is the feel of the organization, that is the individual and shared perceptions and attitudes of the organization members. For example, if you go in some organization, it is a thing that every people will greet. They will greet everyone, say good morning, say good afternoon, have a good day, or when leaving, saying goodbye. So those kind of greeting creates a good climate in an organization. So this is how the members feel, how the member behaves, and how the member works in an organization. That helps actually the people to feel good, and that helps the people actually to work more and more. So this is the climate of an organization, and this is the feel of an organization. So that feel is created by the members of the organization. So what is the role of the leader in the climate? The leader is responsible for creating good climate in an organization, because the managers will provide you the norms, the manager will give you the events and tasks, but the way of acting on it, in the way of performing, the climate actually happens. So each and individual behavior contributes the climate of an organization. So the leader should concentrate, when the leader concentrate each and everyone's behavior, each and everyone's perception, and each and everyone's attitude of the organization members, then the leader can create a very good climate in an organization. So while the culture is deeply rooted, that is, it's the nature of an organization, that is the result of a long held formal and informal systems, or the rules or the traditions or the customs, but climate is a short term phenomenon created by the current leadership, because culture is a thing that is framed by the founders or the managers, but climate is the thing that is a phenomenon created by the leaders of the organization. So when the climate is good, everything would be good. So the climate also represents the belief about the feel of the organization by its members, so how the members feel about the organization. And also, as I said before, it is an individual perception of the feel of the organization, comes from what the people believe about the activities that occur in the organization. Some people feel lack of confidence in performing the work. Some people feel lack of interest in doing the same routines. So that automatically affects the climate of an organization. So the leader is responsible to take up all these things and to bring up all these things in a way that it will not affect the growth of an organization. And the individual and team motivation and satisfaction, these are all the things a leader should take out. That is, how well does the leader clarify the priorities and goals of the organization? This is a question that you should ask yourself. If you are a leader, how will you clarify the priorities and goals of the organization? So how will you do it? So when comes into building a task in an organization, so you want to collect all the priorities from the people, that is what the people think about it, and what the people say something about it, and what the people discussing about it. So you should clarify the thing, and you should clarify the priorities, what should be done at what time, because all the things cannot be do at a same time. So you should prioritize what is important now, maintaining the quality or maintaining the quantity, what is important now. So making the people feel more comfortable, or finishing the task in a particular time, what is your priority. And improving the sales point or improving the customer experience? What is more important? So you should clarify the priorities to achieve the goals of the organization and what is expected of us. Us in the sense that is what is expected from the team. So they should give a very clear explanation about what is the expectation of the team. There should not be any hidden matter or there should not be any forbidden thoughts in the team discussions. So everything should be clear, everything should be transparent, all the informations should be conveyed clearly so that the team member will come to know what is the expectation from the organization. And what is the system of recognition, rewards and punishments in the organization? Of course, the leader is responsible to explain all these things. So what is the recognition from the organization? What the organization will do if the employee achieves the target? And what the organization will do if the employee gives a good customer satisfaction, and to also what are all the rewards, what are all the incentive schemes, what are all the promotions, and what are all the cash awards, everything. So a leader is responsible to explain all these things, and at the same time he should explain about the punishments in an organization too. So what are all the penalties the person should occur, that is the person should need to face, or what are all the things that affect the performance of the person, and what are all the things that the person should face when they do an inappropriate behavior. These kinds of punishments also the person should inform. And how competent are the leaders? So the leaders are more competent, and you should take a measure about how competent are the leaders, and you should show yourself to the team members, like how competitive you are, how readily you are accepting the challenges, and how you are readily to solve the problems, and how you are readily to face a new challenge or anything in an organization. And you should be very clear what will happen if I make a mistake. So this is a good sense of knowledge that you should import to your team members. So what will happen if I make a mistake? Because playing in an organization is not a very simple thing. Just doing anything for a fun or doing anything without a responsibility will affect an organization a lot. So we should give a very impact to the people, to the team members, how it would affect the organization if they make any mistake. So these are all the things that you should know when you are leading a team members, or when you are leading an organization, or when you are leading a people in a great way that who are working in an organization. And going to the next level of the leadership is the process of great leadership. What is the process of great leadership? Already we have seen here what is the great leadership and what is the process of great leadership. So the great leadership process is means self-examining and accepting and changing and anything like. So how the process takes up, so let's see in detail what are all the things that happens. So first one is challenge the process. You need to challenge the process. First of all, find a process that you believe needs to be, that needs the improvement the most. So you challenge the process. You challenge how you can change that. So that makes you a great leader. And you inspire a shared vision. So means inspired a shared vision means of course every organization has a vision, or every organization has a mission. So you share your vision in your words, that it is understood by your team members. So if your vision is easily understood by the team members or the followers, then they can easily understand what is it. And you should enable others to act, giving chances, giving opportunities to all the people who are with you. So that gives a great leadership also. So single performance or monopoly performance it will not help at all. It will not help all the time, because one people may do the people that is may do the task in a good way, and when comes into another people, they may solve the same problem in a different way. So if you give equal chances or if you give equal opportunities to all the people, that helps the people to solve the problem together, to applying the skills together. That gives a great solution also. So enable others to act and model the way. So when the process get tough and if your hands get dirty, so your boss tells others want to do, a leader shows that it can be done. So a boss always says what to do. He will not say, that is, he will not be there almost when it is done in all the places where it is done. But a leader is the one who is going to be in the all way it is done. That is what called model the way. So a boy's hand will not get dirty in doing a task, but a leader's hand should get dirty in doing the task. That means he should show that much involvement in completing the task and encourage the heart, encourage all the people and share the good, that is, share the good thoughts of the people and share the good habits of the people, or share the good work of the people, so that everyone know about them. So these almost these five words will make a leader, will create a great leadership. One is challenging the process, that is a challenging behavior, always accepting the challenge and trying to change the process will create a great leader as well. And inspire a shared vision means that explaining the vision or explaining the motto or explaining the objective in a word that inspire the team members or that makes the people to understand easily, that also helps the people to be a great leader. And enable others to act, giving equal opportunities to all the people, giving, sharing the tools to all the people, sharing the resources to all the people easily, and helping all the peoples to achieve, encouraging all the peoples, that helps them to do a good teamwork, that helps to create a unique solution also, as well as model the way. So when you are working, work with your employees, because a boss will not work but a leader will work with the employees. That creates a good leadership and that gives a very good result as well. And encourage the heart, encourage everyone and share the glory, that is speaking the goodness of a people to another people, and sharing the goodness of a people to the management, or always sharing how your people are performing to the boss. That really forms a great leadership. So all the team members feel that they are recognized, all the team members feel that they are improving. So these kind of process will make you a very great leader. So if a leader is great, the team members would be great. If the team members are great, then the organization would be great. So if the organization is great, and you are going to reap the very great benefits in the organization, right? And so we are going to catch up next with the theories of the leadership.